Hello, I'm called the Fox. I'm going back to more Lego Indiana Jones. It's our second post-commentary episode. Yay! Last time, we got the remaining minikits and red bricks from Last Crusade. Now we're going to jump back into Temple of Doom with me questioning whether or not, which level to do because they all have like the same amount of red bricks left. So we're just going to start with the first one. Of course, everything's the same. So, yeah. Temple of Doom is a dark movie, of course. Being said, I'm playing on things to talk about. uh, I don't know why I'm just standing here. But, there it goes. Give it that minute, you need a high jumper. Take out these guys. So, I wanted to talk about this too. Because in the movie, Indy does get controlled by the cultists. And my nose. During that going on with all the evil deeds, and we know that both him and the Maharaja, I think I'm pronouncing that right, are mind controlled. Do what they're doing. And it also leaves the question of how many of these other guys are mind controlled. Like the guy who gets crushed underneath the rocks. Was he being mind controlled the whole time? And stuff like that. Like, it just raises a few questions, but they're mostly bad guys. We're not supposed to think about that, of course. I don't know why I did that. We already did that during the level. But yeah. I would love for them to re-release a lot of the older Lego games. Like, imagine them re-releasing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga and the Lego Batman game trilogy. Or at least the first two Lego Batman games on newer hardware. Like, how cool would that be? Like a collection pack. So that a new generation can play these older games without having to resort to emulators. But then again, even if they did, they'll probably mess it up some way, which is really just the downside of re-releasing older games on modern hardware. The fact that a lot of it is pretty much. And you're never gonna make everyone happy with these re-releases too, because they released Fire Red and Leaf Green for $20 each, and yet there's still people complaining that, oh, it should be cheaper. It's already cheaper than not only a actual legitimate physical copy, like it's always gonna be a split because with Nintendo Online thing, they couldn't do what they wanted. They couldn't do what it was said they were going to do. Okay, I need to backtrack on what I'm saying and say what I'm saying more clearly. What I'm trying to say is they released Fire Red Leaf Green and they did it for $20. And then you have people complaining that, oh, they should have just put it on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Forgetting the fact that the Nintendo Switch Online service won't let you transfer Pokemon to Pokemon Home. That's the whole reason why Pokemon Stadium can't accept Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Forgetting that entire reasoning. Hence why they did it the way they did for this one. Yet they're still releasing them, releasing them, Pokemon Coliseum XD games on Nintendo Switch Online. But hang on, those aren't mainline games that Pokemon cares about, because they weren't made by Nintendo, or by Game Freak. They're made by a third-party company. Ooh. That was close for me. And then you got... Don't you... Idiot. I hate when they do that. And then you got other people on the end of the spectrum saying, oh, it's too expensive. It's $20. I'm pretty sure that's cheaper than what it was originally. Especially given inflation. I'm sure I'll do a little pop-up saying, oh, Pokemon Fire Leaf and Religion like this much money. I could just set it up. Okay, no, it's pretty much the same price as the first originally. But it is really saying something that no one... They've been saying, oh, we release the Pokemon games. We release the old Pokemon games. And when they do, people complain. But I get why. Sometimes it does feel weird. But the fact that even with the Nintendo Switch release, they are selling. Thank you, game. They are still selling the new one, the Wii releases. Because even when they were just available for pre-order, it was already like top of the Switch purchases. It's like near the beginning. Nothing near the beginning, like near the top or at number 1 on the Switch eShop. And well, I was right, they weren't going to do a Pokemon Legacy collection or Pokemon Generations collection or whatever you want to say it. I still find it very cool that they did at least re-release it and give us the ability to buy it again, and eventually they'll give us home connectivity eventually down the line too, which is great. Heck, I've been playing it off and on. Of course, taking breaks in between because other games take my hyperfocus away. What are you doing, me? Yeah, save and exit. I don't know why sometimes I do that. Super Scream. I don't know what it does. It just doesn't change anything. Well, it's not bad. Sometimes the releases are fun. Sometimes they're very much unnecessary. Yeah. But with releasing, like, people have been wanting to release the old Pokemon games because I want to say since even before, since like 10 years ago, 2016, when they released Pokemon Fire, well, not Fire Red, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow for $10 on the Nintendo 3DS eShop. And those are good re-releases. I wish they would put them on the Switch as well, but they got rid of the Virtual Console because reasons. I much prefer the Virtual Console of just buying the games buying the games I want. I mean, that's not even speaking of problems like ooh. Of course, there's always gonna be problems with releases because no one's gonna be happy with everything. Which, yeah, I don't know if I got on record about the newer Pokemon games. They were okay, but oh well. But I don't like Scarlet and Violet that much. I'm pretty sure haven't. I don't know if I said it before. I don't like open world games as much because they're usually like so much things you need to do, and and especially when like I'll play them because I get entertainment out of them no matter what, especially if the story is good or it's Breath of the Wild, which was amazing my despite the fact that the long distance gap between how getting things. Because again, a lot of Lego games, not a lot of games that have open worlds just kind of like make me feel like nothing's really changing with it. Um, Yay! Now instead of just being nice and concise, I have to trudge through miles of emptiness to get to where I wanted to go and move on with the story of the game. And it's just like, why though? You could have made this so much. I mean, open world games, and then it's just the thing of, oh well, every game has to be open world now. I'm like, no. One of the main reasons why I don't like open world games, viewing the completion of them gets so annoying. And what I mean by that is, oh, oh, you got a whole bunch of stuff done in this one? Okay, that's nice. Trudge through so much empty space now that you complete all that stuff. Can't redo it. You are stuck with the consequences of trying to find what you're trying to do. And like, oh, fun. Like, hub worlds are. Uh, hub worlds in Lego games, especially, are like. Thank you, game. Thank you, pass me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being an old man yelling at clouds, despite having grown up with a lot of open world games. Thank you, NPC me. Thank you, NPC. Why the heck do you guys keep getting away with my jumps? Like, why are you doing that? I hate. Ah, I swear the very game non-player character, player the player two AI is just no. I'm not saying open world is bad either. To continue on with that thought, but that just distracted me because it was annoying. But the whole thing about like open world can be fun, but man, the farther you get into completing that open world, the more annoying it gets. Because the farther you get in, the less there is to do, and the less there is to do, the more like spread, the more like you're like, no, I did this already. No, I did that already. Oh, I can't do that yet. And that's the problem I have with all like later Lego games. Like maybe that's why my opinion on open world games are so sour, because it's just scream. Because I'm just because I'm just like, oh, I can't do that yet. Oh, there's so many missions, side missions I could do. Oh my god, no! I am just being an old man yelling at clouds at this point. Because the larger the gaps between stuff you have to do, and the more annoying it gets to do those things. Because you're like, gotta go from here to over there to over there to over there. Indy, yeah, get the box. Because I just took that long to get me to do that. There's. I'm just ranting at this point about stuff that no one cares about. Or is going to be considered controversial because it's not the main opinion of everyone. Which is weird, I just fall into this category of it's not for me. I'm only expressing my opinion on why it's not for me. Yet people are gonna be angry at me because it's not the general opinion that people like. And I'm just like, do you know how often I get lost or I lose interest in the game because I have to go through like everything? Like, go through this giant open world so many times. Thank you for. Why are you even doing that past me? You can just use a rocket launcher. But yeah, you can just use a rocket launcher, man. You don't even need the rocket launcher. That's just for a minute. Was for a minikit we already got. But yeah. Also, we're missing a major thing it's gonna come up later in the video, of course. To unlock a extra character. But right now, it's just you miss this important thing. Go down, go down, go. Why didn't you go down? Because I already got the minikit down there. That's what my thinking was. Oh, I already got the minikit. I don't need to go down there. Yes, you do. Past me, I need to find out. Wait, I never found the thing that I was supposed to do in here. Uh, Again, all this should just be yelling at clouds. Stop blowing things up. I wasn't even moving my remote during that. I'm pretty. Thank you. No, Solid, no! You aren't supposed to be in there! There you go. No! There's a minikit. Now, leave the kids there because we already did that in the main level. Ugh. Okay. And the last minikit was in this section over here. Yeah, you can just pretty much ignore the boss fight if you're getting in free play and get the minikit. Because we won't. Doesn't matter. You don't need to complete the level to get. You have the save and exit feature. And that's all the minikits and red bricks in that level. Yeah. Then it's like, wait, we forgot to do something. And of course, in game, it cuts to that point. Oh, in the video, it's going to cut to that point in a second. But yeah, I don't hate open world games. It's just, sometimes it just make me lose interest because, like, okay, now I gotta go all the way over here and do this. And I'm like, I don't want to do that right now. Why do you make me do all this stuff for something that's a meager reward most of the time? But I digress. Maybe I'm just being old man yelling at clouds about it. And this is a thought process of mine that came very much later after that wasn't scary. That came after years of playing other game, like more open world games. I mean, like this is just a slog to get to for me. Like RPGs, I can somewhat understand for it, but yeah, here I realized, wait, I'm missing something in the level. So it's just gonna cut to that point, and we're gonna just continue talking with each other. Go! Aren't you going? Did I really think it was gonna take me this long to say what I was doing? There it goes. You'll need an explosives expert. There we go. Come on, there we go. Yeah, because we forgot, yeah, there you go. We forgot, a thing down here. Which is very important. Because you just destroy that, and there's a gate there saying, oh, you need an enemy soldier here. He'll look you over and be like, okay. Very fitting that they're the ones who are guarding her, like the Empire did in Star Wars, because the Empire and the 1930 German officers are the same kind of people, for the most part. And with that, you can save and exit, go to the library, after long loading of things, because it does unlock us a new character. Finding all 5 of those secret characters in the levels that were there. So once you find C-3PO, Chewbacca, Luke, R2-D2, and of course Princess Leia, you unlock Han Solo, which is fun. But that's all the time we have for this episode. I'll see you guys next time when we continue like Indiana Jones, and we'll be back to normal commentary then. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!